Harlem to
Yeah.
Hollywood, My Real
Yeah.
to Real Life. Now that's
To
the story of
yeah.
French Connection detective turned Hollywood producer Sonny Grosso?
Grasso, yeah. I call him Grasso,
Okay.
but some people say Grosso.
And so you kind of mentioned that you struck up a friendship with Sonny, but I'd love to hear how that happened and what made you realize that his story needed to become a book because it absolutely did.
Sonny, I knew him in Toronto and New York through a legendary music pal of mine. And do you remember that movie Wall Street with Michael Douglas?
Yeah, love that movie.
And he, yeah, yeah, and he played, I forget his character's name. He played that Wall Street shark, and
Gordon
Bud
Gecko.
Fox, Charlie Sheen, Gordon Gecko. Um, Bud Fox says, I'm gonna go meet the big guy. And I when I first met Sonny Grosso, this is the French Connection cop. His story got turned into a 5-time Oscar movie. So Sonny was a big guy, like Gordon Gecko, big guy. And I sold him a script, but Sonny was I was it was a slow burn, but then I started going visiting because I was doing work in New York, visiting in his office in New York, and his lady friend really liked me, and I liked her, and um, this is how it happened. We would go for dinner because I would hang out, and Sonny didn't have a big thing. He says, "Yeah, come, we're just going to go to the pizza place. We're just going to go to the restaurant around the corner type thing." And I'd listen to his stories, and I'm going, "Hey, Sonny, can I just record these stories?" I just asked him, and he said, "No one's ever asked me that before." So it took.
Shocked.
I started it. I know, because he would tell stories to everybody in Toronto, in New York, in
Yeah, sounds like a
Puglias, in
natural
Italy, in
storyteller.
Rayo. The best, the best storyteller. Because you just go, I can't believe this. It's ridiculous. I can't believe this. The gun that Al Pacino used in The Godfather was Sonny's second weapon, and this director Brett Ratner comes up to Sonny in Rayo's and pulls out his checkbook when they had checkbooks and said, "I'll give you $75,000 for that gun right now." And Sonny just blew him off. Just blew him off. So stories, just ridiculous stories. So it took.
Wow.
Now the thing is, I think he he had approved every chapter that's in there in the book, but I think he was so paranoid because there were like death threats against him. So
Okay.
he was very reticent about about telling his story. He could talk about it, but to actually put it out there.
Sure,
So I
that
actually
makes
think he
sense.
waited. Yeah, I think he waited till he died before because he passed away. He'd approved everything, and then it took a couple of years with the lawyers and stuff like that to actually get the book published.